discuss about the difference between Canada and Germany in terms of job opportunities and economy. Maybe you have been dreaming to move out of your country, either to Canada or to Germany, and you have been asking yourself, where can I go? Which country is better for me according to my status or according to the experience I have and the job, the qualification you have? Which one is better? So now today, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to share with you many things about the difference between the two countries. And also, don't forget to subscribe and share with your connections because Barikua TV is very important. We always share updates, either immigration update, job opportunities abroad, and also travel guide in case maybe you plan to move abroad or to travel to any countries. So still, Barikua TV is very important because we always share any safari, best safari destination, either in Africa, Asia, or everywhere in the world. Welcome. So without further ado, today we're gonna discuss more about the difference between Canada and Germany. First of all, Canada is a Northern American country, while Germany is a European country. Now, what are the difference between the two countries? Yes, of course, they are different because they are not sharing the same government. They are different. They have different governments and they offer different things to foreigners. Now, if you plan to move in one of the two countries and maybe you have been confused, you are trying to find out which one is better for foreign policy and also which one is better offering a good service to foreigners or skilled worker. If you have a skills and you need to move abroad, you plan to do that and you try to search. So welcome to Barikua TV. I think Barikua TV is the right place for you now to explore more. Now, first of all, without further ado, let me share with you this in short. So Canada offer easier long-time immigration and permanent residence pathway, while Germany offers stronger industrial job and fast hiring for tech, engineering, and healthcare. Both have a strong economies, but Canada is more immigration friendly. Germany is more skilled focused. Now we're going to discuss in depth what do we understand about this, because both countries are good and they offer job opportunities to immigrants and or to skilled worker. If maybe you have a skill and you plan to move abroad to start working there. So now welcome once again. Now what are the difference now? Now, without taking much time, we're going to discuss more about economy strength, especially from 2025 to 2026. So about Canada, first of all, we should understand that Canada has a stable, resource-rich economy with strong demand in healthcare, construction, IT, transportation, and food processing. Okay, actively increasing immigration targets over 110,000 skilled workers annually through express entry. Labor shortage, especially in rural province. If you plan to move to Canada, or if maybe you have some skills in healthcare, construction, information technology, transportation, and also food processing, welcome to Canada. Canada is the best country for you. Remember, in April 2026, there is a new policy according to the immigration, IRCC. They have updated their policy saying that they are looking for people with high managerial skills, and also mainly they focus on healthcare, okay, and also information technology, of course, but mainly in healthcare. If you have some healthcare experience, you are welcome to Canada. What about Germany? Okay, because we have discussed about Canada and say that they focus mostly in healthcare, construction, information technology, transportation, and food processing. If you have some skills or some experience on this, you have to apply to Canada. What about Germany? Germany is the European country, and it is Europe's largest economy, strong in engineering. First of all, you have to know that. And also manufacturing, automotive, IT, healthcare. So they have a severe shortage of skilled workers. Government introduced a Skilled Immigration Act and updates visas to attract global talent. So high salary for technical roles. So In this short comparison and introduction, I think that maybe you may have an idea about the difference between the two countries. One has been there for long, and another one is they are now introducing to attract more talent. Okay, Germany is now introducing this policy to attract more talent. If you are talented in healthcare or IT or automotive, so you are welcome to Germany. Okay, because it's a new policy. It's a country which has been there, and the economy is very stable. But now they're introducing this to make sure they attract many talent all over the world. So, which means there is a high chance for you to be selected in case maybe you are qualified because they need to attract many people around the world. Okay, so that is a good advantage if you try to go to Germany. But remember, at the end of the day, I will let you know which country is better according to your experience, qualifications, and what are the requirements. Which requirement is very hard for you to find, and then you can try to differentiate and try to balance and see which countries policies better for you that you can do easily. Okay, and which is better for the family as well, and even better for the future, but better for the youth, better for whatever security, safety, and so many things. So we'll discuss more in details about this. So today we are talking about a job opportunity. First of all, we're not talking about safety, we're not talking about culture, we're not talking about social life, we're talking about job opportunity. I think in terms of economy and the strength between 2025 and the 2026, according to the world rating. So Canada, it says that Canada has so many resource rich economy with strong demand in healthcare, construction, IT, transportation, and food processing. While Germany is the Europe largest economy, strong in engineering, manufacturing, automotive, IT, and healthcare as well. So both are almost the same, but they offer different salaries, and also their hiring process are different based on the country immigration policy. So I will explain to you in details about that. Okay. Now, that is the first difference. Another thing is when it comes to immigration pathway and requirement as well. Yeah, finding a job, knowing the country, it doesn't matter because you may say, I like Germany because it is maybe the economy is stable. Yes, of course, the economy may be stable, but for you to get or to move into Germany, it may be hard for you based on the requirement or the policy. So the policy matters a lot. That is why it is very important for you to learn about the policy before you move to a certain country. How is their policy based on or toward immigrants or toward foreign workers? Are they accommodating foreign workers well? Do they welcome foreign workers? Do they value? Do they know or understand the value that you can contribute to the company economic growth? So those are the questions that you may ask yourself before even you try to apply or before you even try to think about how to move to that particular country. Okay. So now, when it comes to immigration pathway and the requirements, because this is the toughest part and that may sometimes stress you because some countries may have a very tough immigration policy, which is hard compared to other countries. And yet those two countries offer the same service, the same support, the same opportunities. Okay, the same way of life, the same thing, the same, everything are almost the same. They are very similar, but the policies are totally different based on the government perceptions or the government view of foreigners. Now, about the immigration pathway and the requirements, I think you have already found out about the immigration policies of Canada. I think for the previous video, I was explaining to you about the immigration policies of Canada since April 2026, which was clear, and I was open to explain to you about what are the requirements. It was not easy. So it doesn't mean that it only applies to Canada, even Germany. So both countries offer different immigration policies and requirements, but they are very tough, all of them. And you have to be very prepared accordingly before even you try to think about how to move to those countries. Be very prepared. Now about Canada, first of all, the language test. You have to make sure you pass the language test. And remember I told you for Canada, if you're not a English speaker, still they accept French speakers. Okay, so if you are living in a francophone country like Burundi or Central African Republic of Congo, still you can do the test, the French test. If you get a certificate that shows that you have passed, you can provide that certificate to the Canadian immigration, which is good. So they need a language test, especially the language test has to be verified, okay, or certified by IELTS, okay. Those are the main body in charge of certification for language ability. So you have to apply for that, and they provide a very updated certificate to the immigration, either in French. For example, for those who are living in a French country, you can provide a French test for TEF. So TEF, or in English, TEF. That is a French certificate. You can provide it to the immigration policy. So they require, first of all, that one. And if you have no language certificate, my friend, forget about moving to Canada, because in Canada they like someone who is able to speak a certain language. Okay. Another thing is the education. They need someone who studied. Okay. Yeah, in my previous video, I was explaining to you about the express entry program that they require people who completed at least a bachelor degree. Okay, you should have at least a bachelor degree level before you apply for job in Canada, because they need to hire professional people. They don't want to hire people who are not able to fulfill some of the professional tasks. Okay, so why I say bachelor degree? Because most of the people who completed bachelor degree are very professional compared to those who completed high school. Yes, of course, they may accept if you have high school, because in North American work system, they require, most of the time, companies require someone who completed high school. They don't even too much require someone who completed bachelor or master's. No, they don't need. They say they need someone who completed only high school. If you have high school, yes, you can pass. But remember, they need more professional people. So you should pass. You should your education certificate or document should be certified by ECA. Okay, the ECA should certify your education system, your education level to make sure is equivalent to the standard of Canada. Another thing is about work experience. They need 1 year, especially in skilled worker, at least to have 1 year of work experience. And remember, mostly they need someone who have been working in healthcare sector. If you have a 1 year of experience, that is good. Lesser than 1 year, so you are not qualified for that. Another thing is they need you to pass a competitive, okay, score, which is a CRS. There is a score, so you have to fill in some informations, and the more you add more information to your profile, okay, the better score you get, because there is a kind of questions that they ask you to fill. Okay, if you fill some answers to fill or you complete your profile, because your profile will be examined by a certain system, where the more you add more informations, the better you become a good candidate to skilled worker program. Okay, and they mostly require 500 and plus. Okay, and also you have to provide a proof of fund, and this is very important. Before you move to Canada, you have to show them that you have money in your account. And also, you should also share with them that you have got a job from Canada. In case maybe you have no money, enough money in your account. Remember, in the previous video, I told you that you should have at least 14,000 US dollar, or 14 to 15,000 US dollar only for one individual. 14,000 US dollar in your account. And you have to provide the bank statement, especially the updated one, showing that you have money in your account. So that is proof of fund. Another way, in case maybe you don't have enough money, but you have secured you have secured a job already in Canada, and you have got an offer letter from the employer from Canada, still you can show the immigration officer that even if I have no money right now in my bank account, but I have a job already in Canada and the employer need me, when I reach in Canada, I will start working immediately. So that is another proof of fund, because they believe that you are not gonna struggle a lot when you arrive in Canada, because you have already job, you have secured a job that is fund already, because job is money, job is fund. So it's another way to help you convincing the immigration officer that you have already something that you can show. So another thing is you have job offer. As I said, job offer is very important. Okay, before even you apply, you have to make sure you provide a job offer. Now we'll go to Germany. I told you before that there's a very big difference between Germany and Canada, and you should keep in mind that, okay? Germany is different to Canada. Germany is in Europe and is the best country with the highest economy in Europe, and many people are moving to Germany to search for job. Germany is a good country. They are welcoming people. They are friendly. They like people. They like foreigners. They have many job opportunities in their country. So what are the requirements when it comes to immigration pathway and the requirements as well? So they first of all require you to provide a job offer before everything. You have to secure a job before even you move to Germany. If you are living in South Africa, or let us say in Kenya or in Uganda, you have to apply for job while you are still in Uganda, first of all. When you have been accepted, the employer is going to share with you the job offer, okay? Saying that or claiming that they have accepted you because you are qualified based on the skills and experience you have. They have already accepted you. They have to mention that in the job offer. So you have to provide that one, first of all. While in Canada, that is not mandatory, but in Germany, it is mandatory. Another thing, you have to be recognized. Your qualification has to be recognized, okay? Especially 2 years and above of experience. 2 years. In Canada, it is 1 year. So in Germany, it's 2 years and above of experience. If you have 1 year, you are not qualified, okay? Another thing is the salary, okay? The salary. So you may have secured already a job, but maybe the job doesn't pay you well, and they have to make some calculations. And the moment they realize that the job you got, it doesn't pay well, still you may fail to immigration. You may fail on that because the job doesn't pay you well. Okay? Yeah, that's why it is very important before even you apply for any job opportunity, you have to make sure, first of all, you apply for a job that pays you a better paying job. Apply for a better paying job. Don't just apply. No, just search for a better paying job, especially when it comes to Germany. You don't have to apply. No. Because some people may say, I just want to move to Germany first. No. Just search for a better paying job before even you move to Germany. Because if the job doesn't pay you well, see, you may not qualified to go to Germany. So that is a very sensitive requirement that you should put into considerations before even you apply for a job in Germany. Another thing, you have to pass a German language test. I don't know if you are familiar with German language. So before you move to Germany, my friend, you have to know at least to have some basic, not even basics, some conversational Germany language skill. German language. So they require A1 or A2, okay, for many roles. For example, in IT, except only IT, but other type of job, before you secure a job in Germany, you have to prove that you can communicate well in German language. So as a result, if you are good in German language, you can secure a job in Germany, yet you are living in Africa. And that will help you, will support your claim at the immigration to be given a visa. So German language is not easy. You have to be registered somewhere. you start learning online, or you go in person somewhere at the center, you learn Germany, okay? You learn German language. After that, you have to prove that you are passed, especially the grade should be A1 or A2, because you do that purposely for job, to secure a job. If you have no job, you can, if you don't know, even you don't understand German language, you can't work, you can't do anything, you can secure a job anywhere. So that's a very important. So in IT, there is no problem because they need more people from IT background. Though you have some challenges in German language, still you can work because the IT doesn't need more instructions. You know already the terms, and sometimes they use English when they operate or when they do whatever in information technology things. They don't put things in German language, but they put them in English language, which is good as well. So another thing is good thing is about Germany is that they have a faster permanent residency application. So once you apply, you get it faster compared to Canada. Another thing is they give you a skilled worker visa for 4 years, which is good. Yeah, and also you may get a European Union blue card, which lasts between 21 to 27 months, which is good. Yeah, I know that you may start asking yourself, which one is good? Which country is good between the two? Remember, I'm not stopping from there because there are a lot to discuss about. Okay, I'm not stopping from there. I'm not stopping from there. Still have some other consideration that we need to discuss more in depth before even we move, or before even you engage or start applying. Another thing is that we're going to discuss right now is about the permanent residency and also family benefits, because before even you move to one of the country, you have to look at how is the permanent residency. Will I stay there for long? Is my visa safe? How will be the family in case maybe if I decide to move with the family, I have my brother, I have my wife and my children, and I need to move with them. Do they accept? So we're gonna differentiate the two countries. We're gonna see which one is better in terms of family, in terms of benefit, in terms of permanent residency. So we're gonna differentiate the two countries, Canada and Germany. Which one is good? Okay, good. Welcome. So now, when it comes to Canada, Canada is one of the easiest country in the world to get a permanent residency. It is one of the easiest country in the world. It is easier even than Burundi, easier even than any other country to get the permanent residency. Easier than Kenya, easier than Tanzania, easier than Congo. Okay? While Germany, you can get the permanent residency after 21 to 48 months. Those are the two different things. So in Canada, the permanent residency, we call it PR, lead to citizenship, okay, in 3 years of residency. If you live in Canada for 3 years, you have a right to apply for citizenship and become a Canadian. And at the moment you secure a job in Canada, if you are still living in Africa or somewhere else, either in Asia, Pakistan, India, Bangladesh, China, wherever, the family can accompany you immediately. Remember, during the process, the requirement, it was upon you. Now, when it comes to moving now to Canada, you can move with your family, which is good. And many people like it. If you have a family of 5 people, still you can move with them. If you have a family with 2 people, still we can move with them to Canada, which is good. Now, when it comes to Germany, remember I told you that the permanent residency, after you can get it after 21 to 48 months, depend on the visa type, okay? So also another thing is if you're accepted to Germany, you don't go immediately with the family because they have to deal with everybody in the with the family individually. Let us say you are married, you have a wife. You personally, as the principal applicant, you have passed already the test, you have everything. But remember, even your wife has to undergo the same thing. And the wife needs some basic German, for example, A1, in order to move to Germany. If your wife doesn't know anything about German language, still your wife cannot go or cannot move to Germany. So those are the two different things when it comes to permanent residency and also family benefit. How do you see about this? Which one is good? You can put that in the comment section. Yeah, some people start saying, oh, I can now see from far the best country for me. Yeah, because it's like this country is better for my family. It can accommodate me and my family as well. So which is good. So today we are discussing about Canada v Germany in terms of opportunity, job opportunity, especially because today we discuss more about the job opportunity. Okay. So now you have already put in mind some ideas about the two countries. So now let us see in general, in summary, what are the differences now? Which is better for you? Canada, for example, choose Canada if you want permanent residency, stability, English speaking environment, and easier immigration. Keep in mind that. Choose Canada if you want PR stability, English speaking environment, and easier immigration. You have been dreaming to go to Canada. Think about some of the requirements. Is it familiar to you? Is it friendly to you? If you say, oh, I need to be a permanent resident very quickly, very faster upon arrival in Canada, or upon arrival when I moved from to another country, I need to be immediately immediately a permanent resident. And also maybe you are living in a English speaking country and you don't want to struggle a lot. Canada is the best choice because Canada, they have English and French as well. Or maybe you are living in a French speaking country. Still, Canada may be a good choice for you because they have some provinces where they speak French, which is good. And also remember, Canada use both English and French. If you know French and yet you don't know English, still you can't suffer. You can't struggle because in Canada, there are so many French speakers. Okay. For example, a province like Quebec, Montreal, they have so many places where they speak French, which is good. They also speak English countrywide and a little bit Spanish, but the two main languages are English and French. Now, let us come to Germany. Choose Germany if you are in IT, engineering, healthcare, or want a high salaries and a strong industry job. We are discussing about job opportunities. In terms of job opportunities, Germany is ahead of Canada. They pay well. Better paying jobs are in Germany compared to Canada. But remember, when it comes to immigration policy, immigration requirement, it's where you can stuck because they have a high or toughest immigration requirement that you can't afford. You have to learn German language. And if you are very weak in learning or lazy in learning a certain language, my friend, you can't afford. Though you may need you to go to Germany because you need money, you need more money, you need a better paying job as usual, as everybody, even me, everybody, we need a better paying job, a job that pays well. Now, the problem is, are you going to afford that? Are you going to afford a better paying job? Can you do that? Are you able to speak German language? Is your wife able to speak German language, at least some basics, A1? They have so many strong industry jobs in healthcare, engineering job, IT, even in education. Germany is offering a lot of opportunities, but now the requirement is a very big concern to many people around the world. So now maybe the question now that I share with you is, which country is better for you according to your experience, according to the way you understand the two things and the nature, uh, the way you live? Which one do you prefer? Which one are you willing to move to between the two countries? Do you like which country do you like? Don't like a country because it has a good name, but like a country because of your own life experience and how the country is going to accommodate you when you move to that country based on the value you have. You can put in the comment section the one you find is better for you so that other can learn from you too. Okay, I was just explaining to you about the difference between the two countries, the Germany and the Canada. Where are you supposed to move to in case maybe you are searching for a skilled worker opportunity, a job opportunity? So remember the requirements, remember these two difference, the difference between the two countries I shared with you, especially when it comes to immigration. Remember, the immigration part is very tough. Okay, the immigration part is always tough, and you have to think about that, because even if you have some skills, and uh, maybe you may say, yeah, I like this country because this country can accommodate me well. Now the question is, you have some skills, you have some experience, you have some job, some document like a passport. You also have some the language test. You have everything. Now think about the future. Which country is better for you in according to your job preferences? Because job preferences matter a lot. Job preferences is the key factor to consider before even move to another country. You may say, I need a job that pays well. That is one of the job preference. I need a job in healthcare. Yes, of course, Canada and Germany both are well in terms of offering jobs in healthcare. I need a job, a full-time job, though they may pay well, but still they have different way of working, different way of payment, different way of policies, especially how the government policy affect the job operations. Yeah, those are the things that you should consider before even you decide to move, my friend. Thank you so much, and have a good day. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and share with your connections for more information, or to share love with others who may need.